most people who encounter Jesus are not. We have decided to follow him, to listen to him, to at least consider his words. And so today, as we look at the scripture, one more lesson, a brief one. I'll be reading words in yellow and invite you to read aloud together those in white. What do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hills and go to look for the one that wandered off?
And if he finds it, truly I tell you, he is happier about that one sheep than about the 99 that did not wander off.
In the same way, your Father in heaven is not willing that any of these little ones should perish. I am a very small player in a very small pond. But I've met every person in that video. Not the exact same person, but I've met that person. Abused, neglected, forsaken. People who a lot of us might say volunteer for the pain they experience. And I really wish I could say that all it took was maybe a prayer and a quick video, and suddenly they were fine. I mean, isn't that the dream? Hey, just be good, just be okay. Just be accepted, just be forgiven, just be whole again. These who have wandered from whatever normal their society has created around them. And it's particularly sad to say that oftentimes it's been the religious people in our world who have been on the wrong side of that healing. Who, with their judgment, with their condemnation, with their snide remarks and their indignant looks, with their indifference and their coldness, and just heaped more pain upon their pain. Miao Juan. That's about the extent of my Spanish. Je m'appelle Jean. That's about the extent of my French. Origato is about the extent of my Japanese. Yet, so many people walk into, I don't know what we would call ethnic restaurants, a Japanese restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, and being run by authentic people from that culture, generally dominated by their native language. And so many times you'll hear people, I wish they learned to speak English. Go to Bob Evans if you want English, right? I wish they would learn to speak my language, because heaven knows most Americans are not going to bother to learn somebody else's language. Jesus speaks to us in a foreign language. We don't always understand it. Even those of us who respect him greatly or who are brought up to pay attention still sometimes wonder, what's he saying and what's he mean? And he doesn't really expect me to do that, does he? Which one of you, if you had 100 sheep, found that one of them wandered away, would say, well, that's just that poor sheep's tough luck. I got to stay here and protect the 99. I got an investment here. It's easy math. In our real world, in fact, it's very easy then to go on and say, well, the one sheep that wandered, well, I guess they have the right to wander. Who am I to be, bossing them around, telling them how to live? They made their own choice. They made their own bed, let them sleep in it. If I leave the 99 for as much as a couple of hours, there will be such chaos that I'll never be able to recover. It'll take me weeks to recover the order and peace of the 99. Jesus seems to be speaking from some knowledge of shepherds, I guess he's spoken with. Which one of you, if you own 100, wouldn't go find that one lost one? Not only is it alien to us to think about being a shepherd. I used to think all sheep had the same voice. Right? I mean, that's how much I know. But even if I play out the metaphor, I still don't know if I'm leaving the 99 for the one. Maybe that one needs to learn a lesson the hard way. How in the world is the one that strays my responsibility? They're old enough, they should know better. And if we were raised in such a way and took on such a way that we do like to blame people for their own pain and suffering, well then we just add it on. They deserve everything they get. They should have known better than to leave behind and to wander off and to try this experiment or try that experiment or to live an adventurous life or to not pay attention to everything I think they ought to have done. They deserve whatever they get. Drug users should have thought before they got started. While the living person should have sat down and measured the pros and cons before they embarked on this crazy life. In our culture, we even like to blame victims. She shouldn't have been dressed that way. She shouldn't have been in that neighborhood. He shouldn't have come out in his hometown the way he did. What was he expecting? We blame. We chastise. We don't go rushing and embracing. We don't know what to do. Sometimes we just don't care. Sometimes we just let them go. Jesus is talking a foreign language to us. The one who strays, the one who wanders, the one who maybe in our mind betrays their family, betrays our sense of what is good and whole and righteous. Someone who dares to go out and try to discover who they really are and be who they really are, instead of be who we told them they need to be. Yet Jesus seems convinced that somehow the shepherd has a special passion for the entire flock. As diverse as they may be, the shepherd sees a wholeness surrounding the diversity, but yet, despite this passion for the greater good, Jesus seems to think there's still this extraordinary commitment to the individual, to the one who is lost, who is broken, who is injured, who is damaged. through ministers over the years have tried to explain this is why we don't pay much attention to you. Because there's somebody out there that really needs compassion and care. And someone who's willing to ask for compassion and care, and somebody who's willing to receive compassion and care. Right? While so many of the rest of us are in such denial and pretending that we've got it all together, that we don't know. We don't need any help. We don't need to talk. We don't have any challenges. We don't have any weaknesses. It doesn't hurt. I don't struggle financially. I don't struggle emotionally. I don't struggle spiritually. I'm fine, thank you. To me, that's the real story. There's no such thing as the 99 who are righteous and whole. They're just the ones who haven't acted out yet, but who are probably going to because they're not dealing with their own reality. Right? But Jesus is convinced that even with the passion for the greater good of the whole, there's still this commitment to the individual. And I'm going to go looking for the one that's hurting. These people in the video, it wasn't because someone sang a pretty song to them or prayed for them, but somebody, and maybe a lot of bodies, devoted a great deal of effort to help them overcome their pain, to help them see past the judgment that had been poured out upon them, to help them find their way through the pain and the chaos, some of it of their own making. And I'm convinced many of us know, perhaps there are some of us who have played a role and don't know it, but many of us know that if you can ever believe that you have played a small role in the redemption of one person, your life has been worthwhile. I think that's what Jesus is telling us. You can't save everybody. There's somebody, some of these people, some of our family and friends that we have to try to direct to someone else who can help them. But if we can play even a small role in helping somebody find healing and help and redemption, to no longer be the label that's put upon them, but to yet come to realize they are a child of God. That's all you could ever hope for in life. Jesus is speaking this language and he's telling us to do something we don't think even makes sense. It's something we aren't sure we're equipped to, and frankly, something we often just don't want to do, thinking this is some sort of punishment because I decided to follow Jesus. Now I got to do the hard, dirty stuff. This is like cleaning the toilets and scrubbing the floors. I got to go seek the lost while we're clueless that he's offered us an invitation and an opportunity to do the most fulfilling thing you'll ever do in your life. And God continue to help us trust that guidance and take those steps of faith so that we can discover for ourselves that Jesus knew what he was talking about. Let us pray. Some of us, oh God, have been that lost sheep, that one that wandered and strayed. Sometimes we wondered if anybody was going to come looking for us, if anybody was going to see our pain, if anybody was going to reach out and embrace us. Sometimes, oh God, it's been one of us right in the middle of the flock, just as lost as anyone else. And somehow you helped us. Somehow you allowed us to see our own truth, to accept the help you sent our way. Somehow you allowed us to find healing, encouragement, hope. Somehow you allowed us to wake up knowing that we're not the person we used to be. We're grateful for your faithfulness to us and for those times in which we've been your grace at work in the lives of others. For we certainly know the brokenness of the world. But we also believe in the redemption you bring. And are grateful whenever we can be a part of it. In Jesus' name.